In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to download and use the NMS.Buddy tool that I have created for No Man's Sky, playing No Man's Sky. The entire idea with this Buddy tool, NMS.Buddy tool, was to avoid using Excel spreadsheet to track all of my resources, notes that I have in game, or stuff that I wanted, but I can't do it. Again, trying to avoid a Excel spreadsheet. The in-game discovery page doesn't give you everything that you want, and I wanted somewhere to quickly have the notes accessible and resources quickly accessible. So that's why I created the system. So let's jump into it. You're gonna see that I will have a Google Drive folder available where you can download the app, the tool that I have created. It does say No Man's Sky Voyage log. So what I will do is I'm just going to do the download all button over here at the top right. It's creating a zip. I'm going to save it to my downloads folder. You can save it to wherever you want, but I'm just going to show how I would do it, and probably most people will need to do it. So we have it over there. Then I'm going to quickly open up my downloads folder in File Explorer. As you can see, it's over here. I'm just going to right click on it. I'm using 7-zip to just extract the folder. I'm just going to hit OK. There we go. We have it over here. We see that we have the No Man's Sky Buddy folder. You can rename this, but if you can, just keep it the same. I haven't tested it when it's renamed. So what I like to do is actually put it in my documents. So I'm going to navigate to my documents. You will see that the folder is there. You see that there is two files, same as the Google Drive, .html, .json. Essentially, this is the tool. And then this is your save, but I'm going to do a tutorial on what to do with it. So you can just double click it to open it. It will take you to this page. Okay, cool. So I'm going to use my save as an example. I'm currently busy with a permadeath save. I'm going to create the save. Let's say you have a couple of saves. What you can do is you can enter more saves. I'm just going to say run 2. I added there, and then I'm going to add another one. I'm just going to say main save. Okay. This is just an example. You will see here on the game saves side that you will have the 3 saves that I just entered. I'm just going to select the permadeath, make sure that it's obviously in here. Beautiful. So we start off by adding our galaxy. Everybody starts in the Euclid galaxy, if I'm not mistaken. That's how you spell it and say it. So just make sure you enter the correct information. I'm going to add it. If this is not correct, you can always just rename it. Just make sure, obviously, to not toggle it like I just did. Okay, so we've entered the galaxy. On to the next step will be the system. I'm just going to say system 1 for this example. I guess a tutorial, if you will. So I'm going to add the system. Cool. We've added the system. Now you will see, I just want to point out a couple of things here. I've added a edit note or note-taking tab over here. You can add what I do, for example, is I would say then in this system space station, I found a S-class multi-tool or S-class scanner module, whatever you added here. So that's why I use that system. Portal address, if you know the portal address, you can get that by in-game viewing your or navigating to your menus and just taking a screenshot, in-game screenshot, not using obviously the app you're using, whatever, and you will get that information. But yeah, adding a planet, you just add it down here. I'm just going to use an example. I'm just going to say planet 1. The kind, let's say it's a lush planet. This is usually what I do. Let's say it does have the frost crystals. Again, this is just crystals. This is just an example. You will get this information obviously from your in-game No Man's Sky in-game discoveries tab when you go into the menus. So you can just have a look there, and then you can use the data from there to enter it here. Let's just say it has ancient bones. We can add it there. because there's a couple of artifacts, there's multiple that you can add. And then the resources on the planet, it is a copper, there's gold, and there's silver. Beautiful. So you can add those resources. Let's say that the sentinel activity is aggressive. Just double check on your planet when you hover over the planet that you have obviously the correct information. And if you're happy, you can just say add planet. Beautiful. So we can see we have the frost crystal, ancient bones, copper, gold, silver. It's a lush planet. So just scrolling through it, you'll obviously recognize, okay, this planet has copper. If it has something specific, you can always search it, or if you're looking for something specific, you can always search it. Then I've also added a button where you can add a moon. Most of the planets have a moon, not all of them. So again, let's just say this is a barren moon. So you can select the kind. Again, in your No Man's Sky discoveries, when you hover over the moon or planet, you can get all of this information. So let's say it does not have flora, it does not have any artifacts, but it does have copper, silver, and cobalt. Just as an example. Sentinel activity is low. Just again, this is all hypothetical and example. Just double check what obviously your planet and moon has. So then you can add your moon. Then you can see, okay, planet 1 has a moon. Sometimes it has 2 moons. So you can add it in here, and you can grow your system list by, adding more information. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a system 2 for an example. I'm just going to say planet 3 here. I'm going to say copper, gold, gold, silver, add a planet. I'm going to add another planet just as an example, planet 4. I didn't enter the planet type, but I just want to show you guys something. Let's say there is dioxide. What did we not use? We didn't use... I'm just going to say ferrite for now. I know it's ferrite, and last of all, let's say salt. This is just an example. Okay, we know that this planet over here is very different from the ones we've entered. And you want a resource, you want a dioxide resource. You can just enter it in here in the search bar. You will see that it will pop up down here in highlight form. Just want to show you guys that that function is there and it works. Okay, so we've entered 2 systems. Okay, so let's say in system 2, you visit now system 2 and you have found a traveler on one of the planets or in the space station. What you can do is I've added this like icon over here. If you hover over it, it says mark the system as having a traveler. So going into it, okay, I found a traveler in this system. So this is how I've been tracking, where I found all of the travelers. So that is one feature I've added to the systems. What you can also do is you can pin the system. So then let's say there's like great stuff, a S-class multi-tool. So you've entered that into the system notes. And this system is great because it has that S-class multi-tool. It has a couple of other stuff. It has, let's say, dissonance planet or whatever. Then you want to obviously highlight it. When you select the pin galaxy or favorite galaxy, it will pop up here on the left for easy accessibility. This is why I created this tool, for me to quickly navigate between the systems where I know, okay, I need this, I know I've saved this, okay, I need to look where I found the traveler or whatever, what kind of tools is saved, multi-tool, is there a S-class module, I can, look at it quickly. You can also search it over here in the search bar. Okay, so this is how I, add the galaxies. We've added a system. With a system, you can add a planet. On a planet, you can add a moon. So this is how this side of things work on the app or tool I've created. Okay, so you obviously can enter as much information as you like. If you want to add more, add more. there is a guide, there is a about page. If you guys have feedback, bug reports, anything, just hit that button, let me know. It's going to take you to do a Google form. There is also a light mode if you guys like that. And yeah, if you guys want to, yeah, just give me some donations, you guys are more than welcome. This is a free tool, and yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Additional thing I've added onto this buddy, the No Man's Sky buddy, is shared codes. Let's say you have stumbled across a Reddit post and you want to save the portal link that they've created. So what you can do is you can just add the portal codes, glyphs in here. If you want to save it, let's say it's this, that. It's usually 12. So I think it's 12. It's not usually 12. It is 12 of these random codes, glyphs. Let's say there is a freighter. I don't know, specific freighter, a red freighter, blue, whatever you want to call it, Sentinel, whatever. It is in the Euclid Galaxy system. Sometimes they give the system, sometimes they don't. So I'm just going to leave it as that. What is there? Let's just say red, just as an example. And if you have a link, you can always say save the link here, www blah blah blah. You know, you just enter the link here. Beautiful, you saved it. Okay, cool. Now you know there's a freighter there. It's a red freighter. Here's the link. You can quickly click on the link to go to the post, but you already have the portal code over here. So this is one thing I've added. I also added a quick guide here so you guys can just look into it if you guys need more information. But this is how it works, just to keep things, you know, on the short side. And if you want to go back to your the main page, you can always click on the No Man's Sky buddy, or just use the back to Voyager log over here. The last thing that you guys just need to take in consideration is that you guys have to manually save this just for in case. So always hit the export.json file. In that folder you copied, renamed, moved, whatever, just make sure you update this JSON file. So I click on it again and then I hit save. If you want, you need to override it essentially. If you want a backup of that, change the name and you know, okay, this is a backup. So this entire thing is a backup. Let's say you've lost all of your data for some reason, but you still have that JSON file. So I'm just going to delete everything. You're going to start off again with start your Voyager log. You just hit import. You know, okay, I've saved that folder. This is my save. This literally, you have to see this as a save. I click on it. I open it. I press OK. Beautiful. We see that we have all of our data is back onto this tool. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. Again, if you guys find a use and this tool useful, epic. That's why I created it. But yes, thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next one.